Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Monika Håkonsen, your psychic divine channel for a group of Greek goddesses. I am also a soul gift activator and a feminine embodiment mentor. So today we're going to speak about incarnation and past lifetimes. So we're going deep into the theme of the soul, basically. So let's start from the beginning. It's 4 years ago since I had my awakening, and you can hear that story in the previous video here on the channel if you're interested to hear about what happened in the very beginning, because I wasn't always psychic. I haven't always been a channel. It's just the last 3 or so years that has happened. And the reason why I want to bring this forward now is that we are in an era now where your soul gifts are important, and where a lot of people will wake up to their true authentic self and feel that the old way of living, it's not sustainable anymore, and that they want to live in a new way. My belief and my truth is that all of us human beings have a soul, a light, an energy that contains a lot of history connected to parallel lifetimes that we've had. So when it comes to parallel lifetimes, we sometimes only use the term past lifetimes, but parallel lifetimes is the term that I want to use today because it contains more than just what has been. Because what has been is a very human way of seeing history. When it comes to the universe, without going deep into that, everything happens now, and time is just an illusion, meaning that at the same time of now, you and your soul have split and are incarnated in many, many different bodies, meaning that your soul is now experiencing a lot of different things, and you can almost see it like you're filling up your library for your soul of experiences and emotions and different ways of living on different places of Earth and perhaps of the universe and in the galaxy and other universes even. All of this are experiences and imprints that are accessible within your soul in the life here and now as you experience it here. So that is why I want to use the term parallel lifetimes, because it's not just as we see the linear history of human beings, what has been, but it's also what happens in the future, what is happening with your soul in another planet, perhaps, if you are one of those souls that are incarnated here on Earth now. So we're kind of bringing everything together in one term and using parallel lifetimes instead of past lifetimes or future lifetimes. So, seen in the grand scheme of things, you as the one that you are here today, as a soul, has chosen to incarnate here and now in this very pivotal, important time in the history of Earth, because you contain specific gifts and experiences as a soul from all of these parallel lifetimes that you are here to bring into existence, into manifestation. You are here to do that, to support Earth in the change that is happening now. So as you might have realized and seen lately, there is a lot of distortions and lies and darkness that have been surfacing in the world lately when it comes to the leadership of the world and how the world have been run and so on and so forth. And I think that you know what I'm speaking about. And this is a really, really good thing, because we need to shed a light on all of this. We need to see the truth of it for things to change. And that is basically what is happening now. It is a big change in the human history and in the way and the structure of how the Earth is being led and run. So why am I saying this right now? It is because the things that we are seeing in the world now also then creates the shift that are now happening, and that is where you come in. Because if you are here on my channel, you most likely have had a feeling for perhaps your whole life, like I did, or in the recent years, that you are here to do something special, something meaningful, something deep, and that you're here to be of service in some kind of way. And the way that you're here to be of service is by using your uniqueness, your individuality, your unique soul expression, meaning all of your unique traits, gifts, abilities, and perhaps what you feel is some kind of like strange, quirky part of you is exactly the part that humankind and the world and the earth need right now. Because that is your true, authentic expression of yourself. And that is your gift that you are here to bring into the world. So what we don't need is more people that are copying other people. And this is something that I heard a lot when I was in like the coaching industry before I went into my spiritual work and feminine-led business, and before I knew what my gifts were and what my expertise were and what my uniqueness were. And that was that you were supposed to copy someone who had already been successful in a specific area of life. And guess what? That didn't work. That didn't work at all, because you are not then in alignment with your soul, and that kind of make this feeling of, walking through mud and just feeling that you're rolling this ball upwards towards the mountaintop, and you're never ever like getting to the top where it flips and rolls downhill by itself and things feels easy and flowy. And it's because you're blocking yourself by not being the fullness of yourself. What I figured out during these last years is I had my awakening, I became psychic. I realized that I might have been quite psychic for a long time, perhaps now and then throughout my whole life, but I didn't know because I was clear knowing, meaning that things just pop into my mind. I just knew things, and I just thought that I knew things, not that I was actually channeling in wisdom or that I was holding wisdom from parallel lifetimes. And as I experienced a lot when I knew what was happening 3 years ago, and when I started to know myself and my uniqueness and my soul's history, was that a lot of the wisdom that I am bringing into Earth is galactic wisdom. It's wisdom my soul has and experiences my soul has from other planets, other planetary systems that are already in a very much higher frequency and other dimensions than Earth are now. So what is happening on Earth now is that these frequencies are rising, and we are changing dimensions from 3D to 4D to 5D. We are all, I think we're already in 5D. That is how I experience my reality right now. And I know that many of you also are. And there is also human beings that have moved beyond that, that are on 6th dimension, 7th dimensions. So Earth and its inhabitants are now changing frequency rapidly, and that also invites in more light into Earth. And that is why we now are seeing all of that darkness rising up to the surface, because it's kind of a game of polarity. We can't only have one of them. So when the other one is kind of entering, you see more of what is. So we will always have light and darkness here on Earth. That's just the law of the universe. We need darkness and we need light because to have a balance. But what has been happening on Earth for a few thousands of years already is that we've had the dark ages, where darkness have been most present. And now, as so many people are waking up and so much light is coming in, the darkness is now being shown as truth to the world, what is really going on in the world. And that is, as I said, a really good thing. So back to you. If you've had this feeling that you're here to do something meaningful, being of service, and that you're here to express something specific, and that you have this longing to be, perhaps like me, an entrepreneur, making something that's your own, living life in a different way, beside the systems that have been built up and that we have followed for so long, that you're here to just make your life your own and living on your own terms and using your time to what you feel matters, if that is a mission that you have, or family, or friends, or travel, or just feeling alive, then you're on the right place, here and now, on my channel. So what I do in my work is that I tap into your potential as a soul. I see parallel lifetimes that you have, and we bring in significant soul gifts that you are bringing, just like my gifts were opening up when I started to be true to myself, and when I started to do energy work and work with another channel and healer, my gifts started to appear. And from 2022 and 23, mostly 23, these gifts of mine have just become stronger and stronger and stronger. And there was also in the shift between 2022 and 23 that I understood that, man, I'm a channel. I'm quite good at it as well. And I saw when I was speaking to people and channeling for people that something changed within them, and this more true expression of themselves started to surface, and they felt subtle changes in their life. And that made me realize, when I went deeper into that and really started to work on that within my clients, that I am a soul gift activator. I can see the DNA that needs to be activated for you to become the one that you're meant to be here and use the fullness of yourself, where you can feel that you have something unique to offer the world, and that you can live from something that feels true and authentic from deep inside of you. And that you don't need to follow this system that tells you that you need to be this, and you need to perform, and you need to do that to be successful, or to earn money, or live your life, or whatever. That you can use these gifts to create a reality for yourself, and perhaps also for your family, that feels so right for you, and it feels easy, and it doesn't make you need to trade in your nervous system for money or time, or that you're working for someone else and it just feels like don't have any meaning, that you're just seeing your life pass by like a train going in full speed and you're not on the train. That was how I felt for so many years when I was working as a pharmacist, and I just felt totally misplaced. And I felt that I had so much more to give, even though I didn't know what, to the world. And I wanted some change, but I knew that I couldn't do that there. You are here to find that truth, those gifts and those traits and abilities and those quirks that are so beautiful within you, so you can use that and be of service to your community, to the world, to your family, perhaps only for yourself, so you can feel that you have the self-respect and self-love that you need to truly feel that you are living a life of purpose, and that you're not just wasting away this precious time that we have that goes by so fast. Let's go back to Incarnation, because I believe that if you have this feeling that you are here for more, all souls has a soul contract that you quote-unquote signed before you incarnated in the body that you chose, within the family constellation that you chose, to become who you are and to work with growing as a soul, work with new experiences, and also create, it's almost like you're creating this platform, almost like a video game. You're creating this platform of what your soul needs to meet, of wounds, of experiences, both good and bad, for you to grow through them and become the best version of yourself through this lifetime. That is a part of what souls have incarnated for. And that's basically like just experiencing life in human form and growing as a soul, because that is what the soul wants. It wants to grow. And then you have some souls that are here that we can call light workers. And I believe that you are one of them, because you're here on my channel and you're attracted to this work that I do because of something. So light workers are here to do something specific, usually. And it kind of says within the work that you're here to see it in light by being yourself and by helping this shift on earth into even more light and higher frequencies, where earth can have harmony and balance, peace, living communities of love and respect, and communities where we take care of both our children and women, and where we don't exploit or violate one another like the world has been doing until now because of patriarchy. So light workers are here to be in service of this change that is now happening. And many light workers feel that they are here for something specific, something deep. And these are souls that are here to do a specific kind of work. So we do have light workers that perhaps stand in your grocery store and are always smiling and helping people that pass by throughout the day to feel good by themselves. Perhaps someone entered the store and was, angry or sad, and they were met with this beautiful person standing there smiling, wishing them a great day, really authentically wishing them a great day. And that changed the mood of the person when it exited that store again. That person in the store is a light worker. But then you have those that have taken upon them bigger missions, where you are here to touch communities or the world or change things in a bigger way. And for these souls, I believe that many of these have these hidden talents, these hidden gifts that are not truly activated yet fully in them. And that is what I see in my clients when they come to me, that they have many parallel lifetimes with high technology modalities that they are here to bring into the world. What you would say like modalities from the future or from other galaxies or planets even, that Earth are now ready for. Or it might be that you have been in deep service as a priestess in Egypt or in Lemuria or Atlantis and so on and so forth, and that you're here to bring in that service again and that expression of being of service and all of these ancient teachings and the ancient wisdoms of energy and plants and the feminine and beauty or whatever it might be, that you're here to bring that into the world again. So what I meet is a lot of women that has these priestess templates, that have been priestesses before and that are here in this lifetime as well to work alongside and with the divine feminine energies again, in different ways and in different expressions. And these gifts, both your futuristic or past version of yourselves, are experiences and mastery that your soul have embodied fully. And that is also why you have now incarnated as the one that you are today, ready to activate these gifts again, so you can step into that full mastery of yourself and be the full expression of yourself with all of your wisdom that you have as a soul to help and support the shift that we are in now today. So what I do with my clients is that we activate these gifts again, these significant gifts, meaning these gifts that are important for you this lifetime to activate again and to remember, because that is the thing. It's not something new that you are here to do, just like I experienced with my gifts. And when my channeling abilities came through, that was just a remembrance of, this is something that I already know. This is something that I've done before. And it was so strong. And I felt that finally I've found what I've been looking for, because I've always felt that there was something behind a wall in front of me that I couldn't reach. Something important there, and that was these gifts that I was ready to activate and to embody and to use for the work that I'm doing here now, today. What I do with my clients is that we activate them again, and that creates this feeling within the client that, man, this is something that I feel that I'm here to do, that feels familiar in some kind of a funny way. And I meet so many of my clients that I see that they have these and these different kind of abilities and gifts. Let's say energy healing for once, because that is more tangible. So I see that they have energy healing gifts, and they're like, well, I don't know how to do that. Until we have activated those gifts and the timing is right for those gifts to reactivate within them, there will be a moment where you just feel that I'm gonna do it this way. Almost like you have this inner guidance or this inner compass showing you how to do that. That was the experience I had when I started doing energy healing, because that was something that I felt that I should be able to do in the very beginning. It's almost 3 years ago now. I had this feeling so strong, and when those gifts were activated and the timing was right, one time I could suddenly hear my light language that I use for energy work appearing within my head, and the guides were saying, you're going to give her, my client and my friend, healing. And I freaked out, but I just went with what I felt was right in the moment, like following your intuition kind of, or your inner guidance. And it turned out that that was working. And from that moment, I've known how to do energy healing, but it's also that gift is also like channeling, is gifts that need your total surrender for it to like really surface and express itself through you. But when it's there, it's there. Like you can't unsee it, and you can't go back, and you just know how to do that. And again, it was this feeling that, man, I've done this before. Let's wrap up all of this. This is a theme that I would love to talk about more. So if you have any questions, just drop them into the comments below the video, if it's like regarding spiritual gift, specific spiritual gift, or if it's regarding parallel lifetimes, past lifetimes, future lifetimes, incarnation, the soul, everything. Please just go ahead and post them in the comments, and I would love to respond to that in another video sometime. So if you feel that you are one of those souls that are here for more, and that you feel that things are shifting in the world, and that you feel that you are here to be of service in some kind of way, and that you're curious about, what are my gifts? What are my unique expression? What lurks within my soul that I can't see yet? You are very welcome to have a one-time channeled session with me where we tap into this. It's called The Oracle Speaks. You can go ahead and book your session below in the caption. There is a link there. And if you want to understand more of what is happening right now, I invite you into my and Dorothee Andrews' workshop that we have March 11th. If you're not able to be there at the specific time that is posted, it's going to be 2 PM CET time. Recording is available. If you see this after the 11th of March, you can go ahead and purchase the recording as well. It's down here in the captions of this video. So what we're going to do within this workshop is a 2-hour workshop where Dorothee, as a human design coach, will go into what is actually in the energetic field happening in the world today, because human design is not just about the human being in itself. Human design exists in everything. And if you're curious about more of this, you can have a look at the previous video where Dorothee guested this YouTube channel. But in the workshop called The New Era, which we are now entering on Earth, she's going to explain more about what are the energetic shifts that are happening now on Earth for this shift to happen, and what will we see more of in the coming years and our coming lifetime. And she will also speak a little bit about some human design charts connected to this collective spiritual awakening that we have. So if you're a bit curious about that, go ahead and join us on the 11th or in the recording afterwards. And then later on in the workshop, I'll channel the Greek goddesses and we'll have wisdom from them regarding the shift that we're in and why you are so valuable in this shift. We're going to speak about your individuality and why that is a part of the new era. And of course, we're going to do some energy work. So you will receive light codes that will support your body and your light body for the upgrade that is happening now on Earth that I've been explaining about. The shift in dimensions and how you as a light worker and as a soul that are here to be a part of that shift can adjust into the higher frequencies more easily. What we also will do is that we'll go into parallel lifetimes that you have, significant parallel lifetimes, where we will find and activate gifts that you need in this lifetime to step into your mastery and your unique soul expression, so you can be and support this shift even better and more easily. Because as I said previous in this video, that we are entering now an era here on Earth where your true soul expression is meant to show. Your uniqueness is meant to step forward now. And with that, we also need those unique, beautiful gifts that you bring. And that is what we will activate within you. So we will do a DNA activation of your significant gifts that you need at this specific time when you are listening to that workshop. So you can go ahead and sign up for the workshop or the recording, depending on when you are listening to this video. In the caption below this video, you will find it. You will easily access this workshop. What is very important to emphasize as well is that my work is quite exclusive. Dorothee's work is quite exclusive. She is an amazing human design coach, and she also uses a bit of intuition in her work when she is working with you. So you're getting this unique blend of her expertise in human design and understanding ancient systems, and you are getting my expertise in channeling and energy work and soul gift activation and embodiment of that. And we are bringing this together. So you are getting these two exclusive people in one workshop, melting it together and weaving everything together for only a few euros. And if you know my work and if you know Dorothee's work, you know that our work separately is worth so much more. And now we're coming together and we want to bring this work forward to you with these activations and this energy work and all of that knowledge for a really, really low, cheap price. And we're speaking 2 digits euros. So go ahead and have a look. We would love to have you there. I would love to have you. So with no further ado, I hope that I'll see you next time in the next video, and wishing you so much love and light until then. Bye.